Sees the immediate on the half flip. The counter attack is now in, but a lot has taken control of the ball, puts it up high and into an area that NRG won't even consider trying to attack Metznar's. Double tap! Gonna put his team up 1-0, and that is a crucial goal.
They tried it once, but I guess second time's a charm for them. Metznars is able to follow this one through perfectly into the corner. No one will get there in time unless they were either on the backboard or intercept.
Jump of his own. Bluey now, ball up high. He's got one tap. He's gonna look for the second one. He's gonna do it. Anything you can do, Bluey can do better.
Going up for this aerial, he even has a defender to beat, and he still gets such a great placement on this shot.
From Gary. He's tapping straight down. There is a demo as well, but Metznars gets there just in time. Everyone is not in the goal. There's the shot, but a lot out of nowhere is the literal savior of Method's game.
Talk about last second saves, a lot just making.
So huge opportunity for G2, and it goes awry.
And with 1 minute left, there is not many opportunities left for G2. They need to make something happen now, or Gale Force will be moving on forward through the upper bracket.
There's going to be K-Dot. He's going to put it in. And K-Dot in this game is stepping up. And with that goal, he is going to stomp on G2 hearts.
Wow, this has just been an absolutely incredible performance from K-Dot. Like you said, just his shooting accuracy right now, there's nothing that can stop him.
It was that close. In many G2 minds, it should be all tied up. Bring this back, but it has been a disastrous start to this match. Now Turbopulsar leaves it, grabs the boost instead. More and more passing plays coming out from Gale Force. Here comes Violent Panda! And what a team play!
This change in direction from Turbopulsar, this pass was absolutely incredible. K-Dot spawning Turbo on the wall, and Turbo, instead of letting that ball move forward, he pushes that ball back to center, and it creates a huge change. The goal is they need to change the orientation of the car absolutely from left to right, and it's just too fast.
Go down to the other end of the pitch. Magnus with the setup. Here comes Metznaris. Wasn't even going to go for net for that. You can actually see him aiming for a lot. Now down to the other end of the pitch, Fireburner has got Jacob. Jacob looks for Fireburner again. Great team play, and it's going to go in.
This is the most heads-up play I think I have ever seen. Both realizing what they have to deal with. A lot, and Magnus coming across. Instead of taking the shot, Jacob knew he was too far. It was too weak, so he drops it right back to Fireburner, who puts it over the final defender who was stuck on that line. Incredible play from NRG.
NRG 29 left to go. Cloud9 takes the lead. They're into the corner. PSG trying to take a shot. Bluey finds the angle, and just like that, 7 seconds later, it's a tie game.
Immediate vengeance straight off of kickoff. Farah beating Squishy handedly to that. Torment getting outpaced as well. That right there, Cloud9 could not keep up with what PSG had to offer straight from kickoff.
They put that one through, and we are already off to a wild ride. 2 goals in the first minute. Let's see who is able to get the lead. Second time we've seen a little bit of positioning errors from Chiefs, and Jake though to drop it down. The double tap puts it through, and Chiefs is back in the lead.
Watch how fast he changes his trajectory. The moment it hits the ceiling, he turns straight down, follows it all the way across the backboard. Rizzo
into the corner. Chalsette's a loft high. Torment falling into the side, and Bluey now looking for Chalsette. So the touch he can work with, drops it to Farah, takes the shot towards the net, finds it underneath Squishy, and it's a 1-goal game.
We've seen this attempted a few times this series, but I think this was the best one so far. Just look at how gently Bluey touches it straight down to Farah. This kind of horizontal play is what makes it nearly impossible for your opponent to defend. Notice how far that defender had to come out to net to try and meet that, and there's no way he'd get there in time. Only
that first goal more and more.
Right now, Squishy has adopted a heavy defensive role this game, and it's really panning out. His mechanical skills are letting him get some saves that most players would have a lot more difficulty getting, but it's all on Blue to make this shot. He does, right into the corner, keeping this a 1-goal game.
The redirects this game from Squishy and Bluey. We talked about this being a matchup of dynamite players, of the clutch players. Bluey on PSG, Squishy and Gimmick over on Cloud9, and they are going toe-to-toe, a 1-goal game here in Game 3. 55.
Push that through.
2:36 left to go here at halftime. PSG gonna get a goal in here off the demolition of Gimmick. This is a good start here right at halftime.
The kickoff demolition on the retreat. Chalsette not only steals his boost, but then takes his car out of the match. 1 goal separates these two amazing teams.
It's still so close. Just when it looks like Cloud9 has finally secured the victory, just when it looked like PSG had finally secured,
it almost looked like he was trying to play for the block, but never came in. And as soon as it touches the ground, it could be over. It is over! Fireburner will say no more!
9 shots. One of them finally goes in. NRG and a 0-second goal. Jacob, an absolutely phenomenal touch down to Fireburner. Poised and ready for that shot. 0 seconds left, leaving Method to only 4 shots that entire game.
Way down to the other end of the field with some help. Rizzo tried to take the shot early, maybe expecting the save to come in at any second. Just couldn't turn it in. So we will remain with 1 goal being the difference. JNAPS looking for the shot. JNAPS, once again, the difference maker.
JNAPS, what a shot here. This pass with Kronovi going up so early lets him beat Violent Panda, and coming in from behind there with no defender. He knew that all he had to do was put it on target, and this 2-goal lead with just a minute elapsed.
And were you feeling good and confident coming into this matchup against G2? Because G2 is riding off of a high from that, victory over Chiefs.
Yeah, I feel really, really good coming to this game. We've been practicing really hard. We've been doing well in scrims, and G2 is nothing without JNAPS, and he wasn't doing really well right now.
Shall set over the top. Farah slowly play this one, and he'll try to pinch it with Bluey. Shall set down the field. Bluey looking to go airborne, see if he can put this one into the net. Drop some defenders along with him. She continues on the offensive pressure that they had in games 1 and 2. An excellent redirect, and Squishy puts it in. Cloud9 takes the lead.
This is as accurate as it can get, right into the corner. No one could save this, even if they knew exactly where it was going or when. You see Shotset trying to contest that. Bluey on the wrong side of the net. I don't even know how much boost he would have had to contest that. Not a whole lot, but now we'll
back. Wouldn't quite be in a good position to shoot. Shotset to Bluey. Farah's being aggressive as well. They get a pass 2. 1 defender in the back. Squishy tries to place one over the top. Shawset goes up to try and throw it down, but Squishy says not today. Puts in his 3rd goal, the hat trick for Squishy.
I mean, this is how any of these top players can control these 50-50s. He saw the angle Shawset had, and there's nothing he could do about that. Squishy keeping his car in front of the ball, so the net was pretty much the only direction.
On. You heard them talking about on the desk. Bluey up. He's got Shawset to work with. He falls in behind him, expecting Cloud9 to win the 50-50s, and they do so. They won it against him as well, though. Now Gimmick up and over the top. Open backfield. Can Bluey get there? Not going to happen. Gimmick ties it up.
And there it is eventually. If you can test enough, hopefully you can find your opponents out of rotation. Farah going up for that as opposed to dropping back, and Bluey hadn't had time to make his rotation to the middle of the field.
It could have been avoided, and now it's up to Shawset again. He'll get the clear off the wall, and Bluey to try and follow along, but Cloud9 just a few steps ahead of all of PSG right now. Squishy just taking his time. Both defenders just loose in the air, making them look silly.
This really sucks to be either Farah or Shawset right now. Squishy just played them both. He played them so hard. The angle that he was able to get is difficult, and neither of them trusted him to do it. They both thought he'd shoot it to the left or above. Squishy.
It all started with that double commit in the mid-station. Here comes Torment. Shawset gets it over the top. Squishy looking for Gimmick. Infield pass plays over the top of the defense. Beautiful stuff from Cloud9 as they secure the 2-goal lead again.
You can see poor Shawset just staring Squishy down, wondering what he was going to do with this, and a Gimmick out of nowhere able to put that to the corner of the net. 2 goals up again for Cloud9.
It feels like the aggressiveness from PSG is just falling down. It's not there. Now Boost becoming a valuable resource here for PSG as they get it back into the blue. We'll have a little bit of time, but this is overtime. We got to deal with this. Gimmick's shot is wide. Now Shawset in the midfield. Gimmick shot towards net. Bluey's and makes the save. Another savior medal for Bluey.
With only
continue on.
With only 12 boosts, he made that save. He's been struggling and begging for boost for the last 30 seconds, just sitting on that back line with no more than 12.
Monstrous performance here as PSG secures it. And you love and kind of hate to see a game end that way because it could have so easily gone the other way. These teams were so close that it took them 5 games and an overtime, nearly 2 games there. And as you watch them celebrate, you just know that that has to feel so good to stay alive in the upper bracket.
Celebrating, baby. Actually, there's no such thing as celebrating too hard. That is amazing to watch how happy they were.
Hold up. Hey. Oh, my niggas who be thinking we soft.
Offensive pressure they have, they never overcommit. You'll rarely see more than 2 going up for an opportunity.
Came in trying to finish off, but K-Dot beat him there. Now the pass play. K-Dot makes a shot and finds the goal. 1-0 Gale Force.
And there it is, even with all between players in Ghost Town. Gale Force still poised and ready. Turbo Pulse is turning around, getting ready for this. Violent Panda has two options at this point, left and right. They almost have techniques getting ready for these shots. And 4-11 left.
For this series, and they'll look to keep it that way. Violent Panda towards the goal, looking for K-Dop, sent away by Classics. Turbo Pulse into the corner. St. Jackie, the top Turbo pulls it back down to Violent Panda, finds him, connects on the infield pass, 2-0 Gale Force.
Right now, you can just see the difference in even defensive plays. Zane Jackie being forced to make weak touches. It's just off the wall. So hard for him to take that carry off the backboard. And the beautiful pass down from the corner straight into his teammate Turbo Pulse, really finding that well.
An absolute masterclass on the infield pass.
We'll go through to the upper bracket finals, and the other will have to fight through losers. It's time to see who can do it. As Mockit's going to have an early shot set, forced to put that off the crossbar. Early on, we already heard it from the interview with Magnus, how much method.
Player involved early. So for Chiefs, that's definitely Torsos.
If he steps up, then it's all good. But Drippe as well, he needs to keep his performance up every single game, because in game 4 and 5, which they lost, he wasn't the Drippe we saw in the first 3 games.
A lot of focus going to be on this Chiefs squad, but NRG, they are a dynasty in the North America region. They have so much experience at these LAN events. I'm hearing some.
Thrown into this lower bracket, and you know it's the same for NRG. Neither of these two teams expected to be here, and now we get to see them battle it out, and it's going to be great.
Absolutely. There's 3 major questions heading into this matchup. Number 1, can NRG start to convert their shots? Number 2, can the Chiefs hold their nerve under pressure? And number 3, who on earth wants Gibbs to adopt them? Whose idea was that? Either way, we are going to get ourselves into this high-pressure matchup. The Chiefs are going to take on NRG. Really get Chiefs to start thinking about their next move. Flick up. 2 Chiefs are on the goal line. The flick down. Oh, what a great passing play. NRG, that is what they're capable of.
That is an absolutely incredible touch here from both Garrett G and Fireburner. You see Garrett G put this off the backboard, and with so much pace, Jake's unable to move on the backboard to reach to it, and Fireburner spots Garrett G directly below him, putting that into open space. With only 1 defender in the goal, there's nothing he can do to stop Garrett G's shot.
And Garrett's positioning there, he gets himself 2 options. If the ball comes down to him, he can take the shot. If not, he's turned. And Torsos, this is exactly what I mean. Opportunities are there. It just looks like they're trying to force mistakes out of NRG. And they've actually managed to cause one. 2 players committed, but Drippe wins the ball.
Jake here pushing this ball down the side of the field here. He's just going to look for that infield pass. Should be positioned perfectly for it. And both Fireburner and Jacob going up for it with the exact same idea. A miscommunication there is going to let Chiefs take the lead.
So, here we go again. Chiefs, 1 goal to the better. We already know they will not settle on that, especially with loads of time remaining on that clock. They can try and do it, but he gets beat to it. That is huge for the Chiefs. Now Drippe is an option. They're going to try and find him. They've managed to get to him. 1-2. There is going to be an open net. There comes Drippe, securing the goal, and the 2-goal lead.
Just slicing and dicing this NRG defense. Jake taking control of the ball. That beats in Garrett, and they bring it back to Drippe and back to Jake. Oh, it's just absolutely incredible play to see. Just dismantling NRG.
Chiefs are puppet masters. They start taking the ball, they start to pass it around, and they make the NRG seems like Chiefs are taking touches for the sake of taking touches right now. Control the boost, control the ball, and you won't make mistakes. Fireburner will do it by himself.
Fireburner here with an incredible touch here. Not only is he going to control the ball here, but he's also going to bump Jake out of the net here and take the goal for himself. Just an incredible solo play here from Fireburner. And this is going to be huge. Taking this lead early, it seems like they've had trouble coming back against Chiefs, finding their way back into these matches, but holding on to a lead is something we know NRG can do.
Oh, Garrett.
This is the opportunity that I know you've been waiting for. The time to throw Yummy Cheese Man under the bus as far as we could possibly toss him. He predicted you guys to lose. Do you have any words for the traitorous Yummy Cheese Man?
I'd like to thank Yummy because his disbelief in us inspired us to prove him wrong and make him look like an idiot.
Whoa! Whoa!
They have the perfect mentality coming into this for LAN rookies, and that could be a huge benefit to them as we move forward in this match. A best of 5. We've moved forward with Mockit Esports in the blue, Gale Force in the orange, and they've already scored.
Just like that, we mentioned it before. They need to come out aggressive, and Gibbs said it before. If Mockit just sit and play defensively and give this space to Pale Horse, they're gonna take it and they'll convert that into goals.
At the end of the regular season, Mockit had the most explosive offense in the entire world, and they need that again. He's used to having here. Gonna need to kind of tighten that up if he wants to be able to tie up this game. Yep, Fairy Peak. Shot towards net. Oh! Right down and makes the own goal happen. Tie game.
Fairy Peak with a wonderful touch. You see him pass to Freaky. Freaky immediately passes it right back to 1-2. And then the triple touch off the wall. CJ had no idea that that was even a plausible scenario there. Fairy Peak evening up the game.
You tie it up here just as we get out of the first minute. Very neutral kickoff. Has it past CJ and now past Kia. Cammy airborne as Freaky tries to move up. Play it back down to Fairy Peak. We're going to move this down. A nice touch by Pashy towards the post. Fairy Peak in to finish it off, and it's a 2-goal lead now for Mockit.
A great pass there here coming from Pashy. 90. We see Fairy Peak just bounce that ball forward, and Pashy with the backflip there. He completely removes CJ from the play, deleting that goalie here and opening up that goal for Fairy Peak.
1:13 left to go, now up by 2. Mockit feel good about that lead. Really kind of, you know, it's not the right decision, especially when you have that much space there. Definitely go for the clears, definitely move the ball out. Take advantage of the space Mockit's giving you. Pashy with the pass to shot towards net, and the read sends it past CJ, dunks him out of his mind.
And you know that with 2 out of these 3 Mockit players all having been to land before, they are so experienced here, and that's a little bit fortunate there for Freaky. The flip just carrying him all the way to and through the clear to be able to take that one into the goal. Pale Horse, really the nerves affecting them. You can see just not slowing.
And the lead strongly in Mockit's favor.
Absolutely, Mockit doing such a good job controlling the boost game and keeping this ball all so tight between the players. This infield passing coming off so well, and Mockit is just playing the best they've played since they've come out here to this RLCS Season 4 land.
An absolute stomping here in Game 2. And for Pale Horse, honestly, at this point, start thinking about Game 3, what changes you need to make, because Game 2 is over.
Absolutely, with 1 minute left, we see Freaky, 4 out of 4 goals. Absolutely, elimination watch. This is Pale Horse's last legs. They need to make something happen here.
Pashy putting it into his own corner. CJ with the pass outwards. Cammy hanging in the back. Freaky moves up first. Now Pashy in the corner. Over the top of CJ's. Clean play. Clean play from Mockit as Fairy Peak will pick up the pass and put it in.
Freaky passing this ball to Pashy. Pashy opts to slow the ball down, and CJ completely fooled by it. There's nothing he can do. Fairy Peak positioning that Batmobile shoots so ridiculously hard here, and you see Fairy Peak and Pashy.
They've allowed Cloud9 to take space, and Cloud9 have not taken advantage. But speaking of taking advantage, Jake would love to take advantage of that touch. Pashy straight to Drippy. Lovely, unselfish play from the Chiefs. We've seen them do tackle plays. We've seen them do long shots. That was a little bit of class.
When you saw Torsos go for that air dribble, you're thinking he's greedy, but no, Jay comes through. He could have taken the shot. He found Drippe and got that into the net. They are playing so confident.
Once again, Chiefs take the lead. Once again, it's within the open.
He's stepping up as he has all land.
Cloud9 have really not got going at all this series. They are struggling so much. Finally, a passing play from Squishy over to Torment into the net. Almost, yes it is. Torment will put that in, and that looks much better from Cloud9.
This is the C9 that we know. The pass into the midfield with the redirect forward. That is the classic Cloud9 play. And that's the start of a potential comeback, like we saw in the upper bracket.
Make a note of it. 1 minute and 21. That is where keep getting so close to those double taps, but always a whisker away from making contact. And yet again, I mean, they could have scored 2 or 3 of those, but they're just not making contact. There's a good shot. There's a good goal. Drippe is going to put this back to 1 apiece.
And he took that one low. There's been so many free jumps coming out, a lot of nervous defense, and he made sure he got it under the free jumping Squishy. That is some clever play coming out from the Oceanic carry, Drippe.
We saw earlier on against NRG, Chiefs usually do not play very well.
Chiefs should work as a team to beat them, while Cloud9, they're normally the team that plays the team.
Gimmick by himself, going to take on Drippe. He's managed to tear Drippe apart.
He has done it, and again, it was that solo play, faking it under one, getting it past Drippe, who thought he was going for that early flick. Cloud9, they hit a play.
Sometimes we look at Cloud9 on stage and they're almost like machines. They're here to play Rocket League, they are here to succeed. But no point could be more accurate than faking at the World Championship level to try and see if you can get it past a very solid defense. Here's Gimmick, puts it off to the side. Here's the follow-up from Torment. That should go in. That is a 2-goal lead and Cloud9 looking comfortable.
And this is the team plays once again that we were expecting from Cloud9 earlier on. Whether it was a shot or a pass, it did not matter. It's going to set up Cloud9 with the amount of pressure they're putting on.
Cloud9, whenever they're taking shots and they just have it a little bit off target, but it's slightly RLCS championship hopes. Chiefs must score. Otherwise, Cloud9 will continue on. They will march into the next round. Pass from Squishy. This is how they want to finish it. And they will. C9 will continue on in the brackets.
This was so fitting that Gimmick gets the final goal of Squishy. He has really picked up the game. And C9, the North American favorites, are going on to play further through the lower bracket.
Let's get loud for G2 Esports!
And I can proudly say that I am a member of the Camp fam, and you can... Oh, there it is!
It still seems like every time J-Naps comes out, though, he gets lost. You're supposed to... And honestly, it's just been a long wait. It's been a long day, and they're finally on stage today.
Yeah, and the only world championship Cronovia's ever attended, he won it. But like we said, that was in the upper bracket. Now they are in that lower bracket. This is the ultimate test for G2. But if they can get this win and survive until Championship Sunday, they'll feel good about their
I mean, the best thing about G2 is obviously they've had a lot of complications, but for them, they got the best experience going up against Gale Force. How you doing, James? I didn't see the sign. I'm trying to ignore all of them. There's so many.
It's hard. Jnaps was there as well. The defense for G2 will rotate quickly and now look for the transition. Jnaps to Rizzo, the soft touch that puts it into the box. Now looking for goalies. He creates enough interference. It just goes in and G2 scores.
For a second, I thought Rizzo was going to give it to Jnaps, which would have been nuts. And then I thought he was giving it to Kronovi, but instead, nothing happened. Pashy was able to make it. Freaky thought Pashy would have it. No one expected such a weak touch from Rizzo. It happens.
Now I wonder if we're be like, oh dear, I gotta make this, and then that's just enough. That comes from Kronovi.
He's got Rizzo in pursuit.
These guys looking for each other in the midfield. Fairy Peak and Freaky, tight position. Oh. A fake from Fairy Peak, and he puts it through. 1-goal game.
And there you go, Fairy Peak showcasing that 1v1 skill that he has. He's locked it down. We've seen him execute it so many times, just completely pulling Kronovi out of net. And in a situation like that as a defender, you don't have many options. The person that's dribbling essentially has like a 90% chance to take you out. You have to attack people like that with two, but Kronovi was the last man, so he had no...
Jnaps gets the bump on Fairy Peak. He plays it away from Kronovi, just far enough away to keep them from gaining the lead here in the final 10 seconds. Countdown happens. Jnaps has ball control, gets a flick over one. Kronovi's in a good position, can put this through, gets the buzzer beater, and G2 takes the lead.
They're able to pull it off just last second. Kronovi able to push this through as Jnaps and Rizzo put just enough pressure on the Freaky to force him to pre-jump for that. It goes off the backboard and G2 will take the game.
G2, they have to be breathing such a sigh of relief after blowing that 2-goal lead. They don't even looking for the offensive pressure, and look at the pinch back down the field. He's back into the G2 corner. Fairy Peak up over the top of Jnaps. He can waterfall back down to him, and he puts it through the solo plays. Fairy Peak trying to carry Mockit right now.
He's done it so much this weekend. He still continues to execute, falling so far for that, all on Kronovi to make that save, which was difficult. But I feel like it was even harder for Fairy Peak to make that shot. Unbelievable play.
3:05 left to go. If Mockit can take the victory here in Game 4, we'll go to Game 5.
Reach, sometimes that's the fault of sitting a bit too far back, but in reality, they just played so quickly for that shot.
Right here at halftime, Mockit holding up a 2-goal lead. See if they can do it. Send us to Game 5. Freaky with the shot. Rizzo will get the save. He's had some bonkers angles today. Freaky gets it past Jnaps. Rizzo up in the air. Looking back towards Jnaps. Kronovi in the midfield. Falls back. Seeing the pressure coming from Mockit. He's able to make the plays to buy his teammates time to get back. 2 minutes left on the clock now, and it's still a 2-0 lead for Mockit.
If there's ever a time for Gibbs to believe in Mockit, this is the series. They are playing so well. they really are. They must be communicating or just really be paying attention, have a lot of map awareness, because they are not stumbling all over each other. They are seriously reading every touch so well.
Novi with a beautiful read. Set up JNaps. Pinch is extremely neutral and just drops into the corner. He'll back pass it out to Rizzo. Puts it back into the corner. Now in front of the net, Freaky's up. All alone, uncontested. Fairypeak adds some extra pace to it, and then gets the pinch in front of the goal. Patchy puts the shot in. What was this pass from Fairypeak?
Again, turning it around so fast. Freaky clearing it all the way. Fairypeak getting one, and then somehow he got that second touch. Mockit are on fire.
Absolutely brilliant play from Mockit, as they have quite the hold here in Game 4. 125 left to go, and it's looking like believed, but Rizzo shuts it down. Now Freaky out of the corner. Fairypeak to follow as well. JNaps dropping to Rizzo. Shot in through. G2's up.
This has got to be one of the best passes I've seen today. JNaps backwards off the side, straight onto the hood of Rizzo. He didn't even have to try. A single jump will put that to the crossbar. Just 20 seconds in, G2 comes out of the gates.
It could be all they need to stay alive in this lower bracket. JNaps Kronovi over the top of two, back into the middle. It'll be Freaky to add some pace to the ball, and Rizzo intercepts it before Pashy gives that final redirect. Nobody really in the back. Kronovi, this one should go in. Fairypeak puts it down. What a pass from Pashy. The teamwork from Mockit keeping them alive in this game.
I mean, this speed, this how they turn this around. Pashy getting up there before Kronovi. This is why you cannot let off at all. Mockit now still have 40 seconds left to make a single goal. Very easy for them. G2, they might have the lead, but they should.
Hold up. Hey, all my niggas who be thinking we soft.
Nobody's up, and they'll take the shot towards the net. Not able to get over in time, and Squishy score.
I mean, giving Squishy this kind of room, he's going to put something on target. You can see him putting that all the way to that backboard in that huge spot up in the top corner. Classic, since he wasn't there in the backboard, he had to wait for that last touch. He needs to see where the trajectory.
Goal in, do not allow Cloud9 to get up to a 3-goal lead. St. Jackie and Leftemere working together with the wall. The pass into the middle is Classics with a shot. Upper 90. Beautiful placement, and Ghost is on the board.
Just when it looked like Classics was going to double commit here with Leftemere, he backflips to ground himself. Zane Jackie getting there. No one from C9 expecting him to actually get that, thinking it was too high for him to reach, but he will just make contact, and Classics was ready.
The infield pass, very effective way to score right now. Difficult to pull off when you do. Almost always going to be going half of the game. Ghost looking to make it 2 here, right off the kickoff. About 2 minutes left here in game number 2. A shot from Gimmick straight into the net. Great pass from Torment as they tie it up.
No hesitation to turn this around and make this a tie game. Torment seeing Gimmick, and what a beautifully placed pass just in front of him, allowing him to boost up, get the speed, and still have the angle on the shot. Ghost again thinking they had that midfield control, not seeing Gimmick hiding over there on the side.
2:04 now. Very quick response from...
He's already beat him. He would love to add Kronovi to his list of his heroes that he has toppled. There's going to be a shot. There is the demo. There is the goal. G2 retake the lead.
Kronovi, such a smart play here, recognizing the ball's just going to bleed out to one of his teammates, go straight for the demo on Chaussette. We heard Gibbs on the desk talking about how important Chaussette is for that defensive foundation of PSG, and hitting him with the demo is going to be huge here for G2.
2 minutes and 26 remaining. 1 goal currently separating. JNaps would like to make it 2, but it's straight corner. Bluey is already there, reading that ever so quickly, looking for the setup. He's going to try and jump straight down, but now Rizzo on the other end of the pitch. Rizzo! Hit it straight into the goal.
What a shot here from Rizzo, coming all the way from his own goal line, hitting that ball off the backboard. Farah, not enough boost to be able to challenge that. All of PSG left boostless. Great boost control and wonderful shot placement there from Rizzo.
Blink and you will miss it. G2, yet again, will take the opening goal now. They need to see what they can do with it. JNaps, already seen him do this once. Can he do it yet again? Drops it straight down. It is there to take. And it will be Farah who does.
And I love seeing G2 with this 2-goal lead not going. Oh, JNaps!
You said 2-goal lead. JNaps says 3-goal lead. I'm sorry, they're Quinn, but I'm going to have to agree with JNaps.
I thought that this was going to be enough. They looked like they wanted to ease off the pressure, take some defensive rotations, but JNaps coming in and punishing that defensive, just a lack of urgency here in PSG. They're not playing with enough pressure to be able to challenge G2.
PSG offering chances for passing plays from G2. Now 2 players committed yet again. PSG, they've got to sort this out. They've overcommitted. JNAP's going to turn that in. PSG are their own worst enemies right now.
And G2 just looking for each other off of every single clear they take. And it's punishing PSG so well. JNAP's looking up in the front. PSG, when they overcommit, there's always somebody there from G2 looking up the field, ready for that quick counterattack.
Incredibly smart so far from G2.
Gibbs, you're like, I was getting ready to go grab some food for a second. You're like, hey, this is going to be a sweep for PSG. And I started laughing.
Hey,
I knew it was going to be.
Well, Jacob, I want to go to you, man, because, you know, PSG is such a strong team overall. And G2... G2, as a North American team, again, you've had a lot of experience playing this team. What was working for G2 there, in your opinion, that enabled them to take down this top team from Europe?
I think it was really like the G2 passing plays
as well. It would have benefited G2.
Absolutely. Both teams have had a couple opportunities, but this is a very defensive series so far. Usually,
Gimmick! He finds the infield pass, puts it through, and Cloud9's got the lead.
And this is what we were waiting for. We're used to these almost completely lateral passes coming from Cloud9. And you see Gimmick, he spots Squishy going exactly that pass. He reads it perfectly, and they're finally able to break this stalwart G2 defense.
Able to push through, 136 left to go. We'll see if
it was a difficult situation for him to handle.
G2 needing to find ways to use those mistakes that Cloud9's making. Torment in particular seems to be having some issues this series, making the contact he wants. Now that's
I think you should take that back. Wait, shot. This was an incredible shot, like you said. The fast wall play here coming from Gimmick and being able to put that ball not only on target, but also center field makes it so difficult for that G2 defense to predict. Is it going to be a redirect? Is it just going to be a fake?
Absolutely perfect position.
To absolutely save his team. He was the last man back, and it looked like Rizzo and Kronovi were going to be able to make something happen.
Ball back again.
Oh, bump for Kronovi!
Gets the bump, sends it away. He got 2 to make that happen, and Rizzo scores.
What foresight here coming from Kronovi. He spots Rizzo go directly for the shot. Look, just bumping Squishy completely into the goal and back out.
Yeah.
What a read from Kronovi.
Squishy had no control of this car for like a good 5-6 seconds there, just giving Rizzo all the time to let that ball just roll and bounce in.
She maintaining this ball into the air.
JNAP's interception. Squishy keeps this one alive. Open Torment is up as well. They're keeping his ball so high. Find themselves time to get up and get boost. Gimmick with a shot towards net. It goes away with Kronovi. JNAP's now down, and it will finally touch G2. Keeps their hopes alive and moves into Game 5.
In the last 30 seconds of that game, we saw so many opportunities for Cloud9 and finally able to break that G2 defense. But the incredible save there from Kronovi and Rizzo at the end to keep that 1-goal lead was so
crucial, completely out of the way of anybody trying to get there.
Minute and 5 remaining. 2 goals is the difference. Methods need to find their finish. That will be one of them roaring back into the match.
Great way to stop that momentum right off the kickoff. You see Mets win that one out. And then Magnus first to the ball, beating that last defender, staying a little bit cemented. Really well done. Minute left, still plenty of time left on the clock in game number 1. As these guys trying to battle back on this next kickoff.
Gale Force. More shots from Violent Panda. Just trying to see whether or not Method would like to make a mistake. So far, none made. A lot. Bounces the ball off the backboard. Look to try and follow it up. And what a great shot there from a lot. Method take the lead.
Beautiful shot, but all because K-Dop on the back. Trying to rotate out to get that boost, but Magnus already steals it. So he just has to sit and watch. It leaves that defender a sitting duck and Method back on top.
This is more how this was supposed to sort of feel coming into this game. Gale Force, the majority of the pressure, trying to get Method to make a mistake, but Method, those fast counter-attacking plays, making use of a lot in the midfield.
That defense is just so frustrating to go against.
Tell you what, NRG and PSG will tell you the exact same. Follow-up, goes off the post and off the rebound. Magnus turns it in, and Method, this is what they wanted to see.
You can see it in those player cams. Those guys are getting away with one. They know it. Magnus missing that shot and able to follow it back up. Just got to put your body in front of it sometimes, Shogun.
I know a lot about that. I don't know what that means.
2-0, man. I'll give you that.
Oh, thank you very much. 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining. Method
rotating Magnus. Really well played as it transitions into the middle of the field.
K-Dop so quick. He picked up his opponent's boost and immediately turned around, trusting his teammates to get around. Defend if he is not around. Magnus with the shot. Magnus! Incredible!
I feel like we see this from this team more than anybody else. It's almost highlight perfect. A big clear upfield to someone on the team. Doesn't matter who, and then immediately redirected into the net. What a way to close out game number 2 for Method. Tied up in the series.
Role reversal. This time Magnus holding the double. How is K-Dot this good?
He just puts in so much time and effort and makes it look so easy, rotating his car upside down to make sure that corner of that car gets that little bit extra boost, and then making sure to do an in-game high, I don't know what that is.
Well, over to Metznaris, who's going to take an early shot. That should not trouble K-Dot, and it will not. Take it down to the other end of the pitch himself. 0 boost does mean that Turbo Pulsar must come in. Lovely pass over to Violent Panda, and there is nothing you can do about that.
What a beautiful touchdown. But it all started with K-Dot initially as well. That's how good these guys are, that 50-50, just setting it up perfectly. And then Turbo Pulsar, no hesitation, shadowing that, reading it so quickly. But he has to expend all of his boosts. If it doesn't work out there, they're in big trouble.
And I want to just point out how much information...
Season 2 World Finals. These guys just trying to find anything. Any sort of
mistake. The pass, that's the goal! There is the difference maker! Method trust one another, and it is a Method-style passing play that will give them the win. Lola, Game 7!
Did you expect anything else to end that game? A beautiful pass play, one to another, and then a boomer of a shot on the net, and look.
Which side can take the lead? Magnus, jeez, clear, it just stays right near the ceiling the whole time. Looking for the kill to Magnus to be able to move up. Squishy with the shadow play now, moving in, gets it over the top, puts it in. Beautiful play from Cloud9 as they take game 1.
And there it is, something I think Squishy needs to slowly start being able to bring out that confidence in his mechanical skill. He got bumped, he still corrected himself. The player from Method and Net, probably not a lot of boost, not a lot of time to react. And again, when you're in that situation, it's you against a high flyer, you want to wait until that last.
Right now that it is near the floors, these guys are keeping it so high. Squishy puts it back into the corner, Torment. Working back, now moving up, taking a shot, and it's wide.
When you're talking about mechanical talent, you always want to think about the crazy dribbles or whatever somebody can do that's real fancy, but oftentimes it's just these touches, these clears, just how effective they are. And every single one just smashing all the way across the field. That pass!
Infield pass, Torment to Squishy. Beautiful play, and it gives them the lead.
What looks so simple is so difficult. Torment coming off the wall very patiently. I don't think he had any boost. He had just enough. He didn't even need to use any. Perfectly to Squishy, who trusted and had faith in his teammate, was there for the pass, and now they'll be up again.
Great play. At the bleeding edge of the meta from Cloud9, a team that's redefined how we play. They are holding on to this victory. Trying to keep this lead in the series. Getting now out to midfield. Looking for the dribble plays. Gets it over the top of Mets. A beautiful play, but a lot's got the follow into the corner. Now Metznaris past 1. Into the middle. Lopping it up, going for the flick. Squishy sends it away. Gimmick rotates into net, just calm and smooth. The defense collected here for Cloud9 as they're holding on to this 1-goal lead. Got it here in the first minute. First minute about to come and go. Demolition in net, but Gimmick's already up. He'll take that one away before Lock can tie the game.
Cloud9 really on top of things, almost marking players. Even if you have somebody in Method coming from that midfield, there's somebody right next to him.
Oh, Magnus finds a way. He pitches it off the crossbar. There was basically no space between the wall, the ball, and Magnus, and he finds the way to put it through.
The patience to wait for this jump until it hits off the crossbar. Magnus, this has to wake his team up. This is huge for Method.
My brain's trying to find a way to put Monster and Magnus into a pun right now, but it's not working.
Monstigness.
It's that close enough. Tie game. Method, what a play. Cloud9 will have to find a way to score if they want to win here in game 3. And there's a way to do it. Squishy off the air. He finds me coughing, and they find the lead.
We've been talking about Squishy not being able to really show how powerful he is, but really just this series alone, he's made most, if not all, of their goals. I think he's had some support from his teammates, but he really is there to be the striker. His teammates are just lobbing.
We're guaranteed at least game 6.
Magnus.
It has been such a close day between the best teams in the world. A lot past Gimmick. Magnus up. Norman to drop it back to Gimmick. He goes for the back pass to Squishy, now up and airborne. A lot in the air, will meet him, send it away. Over towards the Mog and Mets duo. Magnus and Metznaris Doubles partners for all of eternity at this point, basically, in their 3v3 roster rounded out here by a lot. Cloud9 pass 2. Can Gimmick get the finish? He does. Bounces it off the ground and in. Cloud9's got the lead again.
2 decisions made here by Gimmick. The first one around the defender and the second to put it on target. He saw Magnus coming through. If he'd taken the shot right off, he would not have made it. It would have been a pinch off that defender, so he opts to put it to the backboard. Trust his skill, and it's a good thing he did. They will be in the lead.
I believe back down and into the blue box. Defense holding for now for Method, but they have to start getting the offense going. Down by 3, always a difficult comeback. Stars out towards Magnus. We'll go for the dribble plays towards the net. Then look at the infield pass play from a lot. Metzenar's in to finish it, but Squishy has the save. A lot comes in one more time. It does not go through. They're able to get it away. Torment with the carry. The tightest infield pass I've ever seen, and it's well defended, and now the counterattack starting to come through. 3 unanswered goals from Cloud9, and now 2 back from Methods. Torment with a shot, and Magnus with the save. Squishy will pick this up. If they want to be able to hold on to this game, they need to find a way to break the scoring streak of Method. Magnus sends another one towards the net, and it goes in. The defense just not their tie game.
They're able to get a 3-goal comeback without even breaking a sweat. They're just pushing it through. There's a mistake. We see Gimmick try and come off the wall to get that touch. His teammates all relying on him, and Magnus, the moment he sees it, takes the shot that he can. Tied up 3-3.
Now 1:22 left to go. This has just been the story. Cloud back and forth, vast majority of car presence happening in the midfield. Precious final minute, Magnus onto the backboard, looking for the tap down and in, doesn't find it, but he finds Metzenaris on the far side tie game.
How Magnus even got this first touch is beyond me. I have no idea how it just went straight across, and Metzenaris finding just as tight of an angle to put it in. 2 incredible touches just after Cloud9 had so many incredible decisions made. They double dedicate, and Method see the shot. Just fell short. I hope the pressure's not building up too much on him.
Now in the final minute, this was the scoreline in game 3. Cloud9 unable to take it, but Squishy now with a stealing shot. He puts it through. He's been going for this stuff all season, and he pulls it off here in the most clutch moments.
The player to invent the shot himself is able to get the delayed front flip and just destroy Method on defense. Even they have to be impressed. Incredible showcase from Squishy.
Absolute obliteration, and if you look over at that'll be fine for the time being. And right now, there'll be no complaints from Gale Force. Still 3 goals to the better. Method's trying to put something together, but every single member committed yet again will be followed up, and there is the 4-goal lead. Method are trying, but there is no results to show for it.
That will be a hat-trick for Turbo Pulsa as well. Following that ever so eloquently, getting a couple of flips on the way. You're looking at Method right now. They have to commit. 30 seconds left. These goals at the end are probably going to be
just by the way they are playing.
Lot to them. Tell how scared they are to go all in. You might have to take a little bit of risk to finally put an end to this excruciating overtime. A lot just falling too far back, not able to be there for the final shot for his teammates.
We are only ever seeing 2-man offense. Turbo Pulsar looks for the setup. It's going to be too far away, and the block comes in from Magnus. Method starting to pick up the pace on the counterattack, but it was blocked yet again by Turbo Pulsar. The midfield currently belonging to Gale Force Esports, and every single reward that reaps. Now 2 players caught by the side. Metzenaris can't get there. K-Dot wins.
Turbo Pulsa, the world's best substitute last season, and one of the world's best starters this one. Him, Violent Panda, and K-Dop have proven just how skilled they are. No matter how much they wavered throughout league play, they brought it out here undefeated at Worlds.
2017 will go down as the year of Turbo Pulsar. Gale Force, always second, not anymore. They step up on the biggest stage. They do not drop a series. And look at them, they are so pleased with one another. Ladies and gentlemen, your world champions, Gale Force Esports!